Okay, so for this one, we're gonna multitask and get a lot of the obliques and the glute at the same time. This is actually a side bridge position with a little glute bridging at the same time. You're gonna be on your elbow and on your knee. Your knees are gonna be stacked on one another. Now, what we wanna kind of consider here in the setup is that my elbow is in line with my knees, right here. There's a line from those two things, but my hips are seated backwards a little bit. And the reason for that is because we're gonna push our hips up and forward to go into that kind of side bridging position. So this leg, the top leg, will end up coming off of the bottom leg as I do that. So nice and slowly, I wanna keep this arm and shoulder nice and stable, pushing through the floor. I'm gonna use this right glute and my right side obliques to lift my hips up off the ground. Nice and slowly. You can see this leg is now coming off. I shove my hips forward all the way. This is when I feel the glute, this is when I feel the obliques. When I sit down, I sit backwards and I bring this leg right back to where it started on top of the other. So again, this elbow and knee are in line, my hips are back. When I come up, I push forward and up towards the ceiling at the same time. So it's forward and up, back and down. Nice and slowly, keep the shoulder strong, up and forward, back and down. Make sure this leg lifts high. Doesn't need to straighten or anything like that. Just keep it bent. Doesn't really matter how high it goes. Just lift it nice and slow. Always in control with that. Go ahead and perform the reps I listed below for each side.